As the Bitcoin bear market started, let's get into the charts. Hello, and welcome back to Max Trades Crypto. So today we're going to be talking about our daily term time frame. Let's actually just get out of the way what is happening on the daily time frame. So as you can see here, we're going to start on something called the EMA, the exponential moving average, and I use the 250, and it's kind of like a bull market trend line that we've been following. So when it breaks below, let me get my brush. When it breaks below here, we have a possible bear market. When it is above, we have a possible bull market. So when we are using it as support, as we see here, support, we are possibly still in the bull market, right? That's kind of what the trend shows. If we go back to different time frames, you can see how we had a bull market. We used it as support, a little bit of support kind of, and over here, and still a little bit of support. And once we broke by, we retest and we go down. It causes the bear market time, right? The crypto winter, as people call it. So how are we going to now look at this? At the moment, we've obviously used it as support multiple times, but we have now broken through it, right? There's only two options. We either go straight down and we don't touch this EMA band, which is unlikely. In previous bear markets, we have seen we at least do a retest of the 250 exponential moving average band. Or, right, we come, we touch, and we go lower. Or like some previous times, we come here and we break straight through and we go to all-time highs, right? That's kind of the two options. We retest, or we break straight through and we go higher. Only two options there. So we will keep an eye on this exponential moving average, but at the moment it is broken through hard, right? It is broken through quite far down, and therefore that is why I think the bear market is very much a possibility from where the chart currently stands, right? So now looking at our first Elliott Wave scenario, right, and how these two link, these daily term time frames, we have our bull market scenario. I'll break through that EMA band, right? So how does this look? Here is where we have 5 waves to the upside, right? Followed by this, we have a 3-wave structure here. So if this is our larger wave 1, our larger wave 2 forms a expanded flat, and followed by this, we get a massive push towards the upside in another bull market start, right? This means that the bear market was this ABC over here, and we have actually been in that bear market then for quite some time now, right? For over 320 days. So that it could be our possible bear market. It is unlikely or not unlikely, I would say, more not happened before often, right? It hasn't happened often before where we have an expanded flat and then we move towards the upside off that, right? So I would just keep an eye on this scenario, as if we find support under this wave A in around this box over here, possibly with this demand zone over here in this prior range, we could see quite a move up from that wave C, ending in 5 waves, right? So this is our one scenario on the chart where we get another bull market massive push higher. Then followed by this, we have our second scenario on the chart is our bear market, right? This is where the bear market has started and we actually get a lot lower prices. This is where we actually had our 5 waves finished and an ending diagonal finishing our wave 5. And we are now looking for a wave A down, a wave B, and a wave C, right? That would be our move now, right? We are looking for this bear market to last about a year, right? Oftentimes it lasts about a year. So that puts us around towards the end of 2026, right? Often this is how it happens. So this would be maybe a little bit shifted on, but our wave A is actually looking good in time at the moment, because our wave B is going to be a ranging structure followed by that wave C to finish towards the end of 2026. This is quite expected, right? This is what has happened, as we can see our break through the EMA, or the 250 EMA. So this is more expected than our bullish scenario, right? So if our bullish scenario were to happen, we would be catching a lot of people out, right? We would be catching these short sellers if people are saying, okay, cool, we have a retest of that 250 EMA. People selling short, they want it to go lower, and actually the price just bumps through, right? Grabbing quite a lot of liquidity there. But we'll see how this plays out. So we are then looking for an ABC down in this scenario, the bear market scenario. If we go to our lower term time frames, and we can jump towards the 4-hour time frame, at the moment we are seeing something along the lines of a double 1-2 pattern. So this is either the start of that wave A, right? Either a wave 1, or the end that wave C, right? So that is the 2 we are, or 3 we are tracking at the moment. But we have this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 possibility, and where our invalidation zone sits at $98,900, right? So if price comes up past $98,900, that would mean we are looking at something else. What are we looking at? We are looking at our second scenario, which says we are actually in a wave C is finished, in a possible A, B, and wave C, and now we are looking at a 1-2 towards the upside, right? That is where we crash through that $98,000 level, and we look for higher prices. So that is our 2 main scenarios on the 4-hourly time frame. I don't see other scenarios that are worth mentioning, right? But these daily scenarios are very, very important to keep an eye out on, as that will determine our larger moves, right? The higher the time frame, the stronger the move, or stronger the bias. So we can look at this and we can say, okay, which one is more likely, right? That is what we have to decide at the moment. Now, for trade possibilities, right? The only trade possibilities I see that is common with both of our scenarios is we are ending something rather soon, right? This area over here where our wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 ends, we are ending something soon, whether it is a B wave or whether it is finished and we now get the move towards the upside. It obviously doesn't matter. We are finishing something soon. Therefore, this area over here, sitting at around, I would say, the $73,000 level, that high over there, is a good chance for a trade possibility, right? The likelihood we are going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then just a massive, massive cut down is lower than taking a trade in the $73,000 region. So that is what I would recommend. We are ending something rather soon. Therefore, we can look at that as a trade possibility, regardless of if it is a B wave or a 5-wave structure up. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel and join the Discord down below, where you can get all my updates every single day. It's been Max Trades Crypto. Cheers, guys.